This scene right here, man. Beautiful establishing shot of like this tomb here in this room and this one. It's just simple 1 point perspective, but he's doing so much with something that's so simple. But today we're going to take a look at Requiem, the Vampire Knight Omnibus, Volume 1 by Pat Mills and Oliver LeDroy. And man, the artwork inside here, this is the good stuff, man. So we open up with this beautiful, beautiful page here. This is kind of what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at like stuff that looks like Da Vinci over here. So I'm very, very excited for this. And of course, we have these beautiful opening pages here. I think it comes with 3 books in it. It's like 250, 230 pages, or maybe it's like 300 pages. I'm not sure. I know there's a big difference between 70 and 50 pages, but I think we'll just say it's about 300 pages. And man, it doesn't matter because it's in this beautiful big format and it just looks great. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you're going to expect with an artist who works with Pat Mills. Pat Mills somehow manages to work with these amazing artists, these groundbreaking European artists, and their work is absolutely brilliant, and this is no different. So we kind of open up in this like snowy world, and this great establishing shot clearly showing this character maybe was in a war, could possibly be a Nazi. I don't really know. I haven't actually read the story, and I'm going to, but I'm assuming from his name being Heinrich, probably was a Nazi. And it seems like he's probably going to go to hell. I think he's being killed by a Soviet here. And then, of course, we are going to get to this portal of hell. It's very exciting because we get to see these beautiful reds, these deep, dark reds. And man, get used to these deep, dark reds because they are just, this is what you're going to get in the book. And I believe he colored this book himself. And it's just, it's so amazing when you see an artist have the ability to ink and color their own work. It's just a beautiful thing when the artist is in complete control and he's not handing it off on anybody else. And man, you can tell by this artwork here. We get these beautiful, big establishing shots with these beautiful drawings and these tiny little panels here. And I imagine he's probably working 11 by 17. So even if you think, oh man, that's a lot of real estate to draw on, man, that real estate gets real tight. And we're going to see later on, I mean, right here, tons of panels. And we have this amazing like Warhammer 40K style of art. Now, this book came out in 2000, I believe, according to the side here. And even for 2000, this stuff feels like it's very, very ahead of its time. We're talking about 26 years ago. And we're seeing some beautiful stuff. I mean, obviously we can tell when a lot of these European artists, Judge Dredd always plays a role in what they're inspired by because it's a big deal. I think it's a big deal over here. It's definitely a big deal over there. And you can definitely see some love for Judge Dredd in this work. But man, beautiful panels, doing some great things here with like the face head on. I wouldn't do that myself because I feel like it would look like garbage if I did it. I feel like it would look flat, but man, when he does it, it looks so good, especially with the storytelling. I even like the lettering. You know, the lettering is great too. Beautiful, beautiful work, man. Doing some really creative stuff. We got some very interesting characters. You can always expect that in a Pat Mills comic. Like, he's always into doing some really crazy off-the-wall kind of stuff. I mean, if you ever read the stuff that he did with Bisley, man, that stuff is off-the-wall and crazy, but it's so cool. We have some beautiful anatomy here, man. You see those beautiful wing, I forget what they're called. I think they're the latissimus. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But those muscles that are behind the rib cage, and you got that beautiful deltoid into that bicep and that tricep into that forearm. It's just, man, he's doing some great stuff. Those obliques look great. The abs look great. Doing some really great stuff. I mean, you can see the clavicle there. Really just pronounced. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I'm assuming that the character here is being reborn. And I guess he's in hell. That's my assumption. Possibly a place worse than hell. Who really knows? But he gets some creepy, freaky characters, man. Really bizarre character choices here. And I mean, I don't know if Pat Mills was writing down on the pages, you know, writing down, like, make the character look like this, or he's just being creative on his own. Either way, great character designs. Very Giger, very gothic. Kind of reminds me of some Todd McFarlane stuff, man, during the Spawn era. I don't want to give him too much credit, Todd McFarlane too much credit, because I don't even know if anybody over there was looking at that kind of stuff. Man, I just think Todd McFarlane, because I'm a dumb American, I guess. These beautiful 1-point perspective shots that kind of establish things. Later on, we're going to see a page where there's like a tomb, and like it's just such interesting stuff going on here as you're going from this 1-point perspective over to this like top down 2-point perspective. Really, really great stuff. Beautiful stairs. Anytime you can see something like that, very interesting like that, stairs going down like an MC Escher kind of thing. Beautiful, beautiful work. Great panel here where he's kind of opening his mouth as he's about to attack that guy, and then his expression just kind of, he goes from like anger to like fear to being confused. Really, really, really great stuff. Stuff that you don't like. I don't know. I sometimes take for granted when I look at this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, when I'm reading it, I'm really paying attention to the story. I'm not paying attention to the art. That's why a lot of the times I take a little bit of time before I read these comics, because I really want to soak in the art first before I get into the whole reading element. But yeah, man, this is a beautiful. I mean, even that ship there. The other thing this really reminds me of is like the Iron Maiden artist. I forget his name. He does a lot. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that kind of stuff. We have this beautiful establishing shot here of the city on fire. We have some like Big Ben, and we have a dick drawn in the middle. And then, of course, we have this beautiful shot here that the only thing that comes to mind, man, is the Inca with fucking Mobius, dude. Anytime I always see a panel where you're looking down at a city and somebody's falling, I instantly go to Mobius. I think he did it twice. He did it in Inca, and I think he did it in The Long Tomorrow as well. Really, really great stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. Just color and art and drawing. And then I don't know, is our character resurrected? I don't know, man. I got to read the story, and maybe he's dreaming or something. I don't know, but man, kind of reminds me a bit of like of The Crow as well, with like the flashbacks. Big fan of that comic book. One of these days I'm going to cover that, but haven't done it yet. Yeah, man, just really, really brilliant stuff. Great horse here. I'm always a sucker for somebody who could draw a great horse, because they're so difficult to draw with all the muscles and the odd anatomy going on. Man, we got this beautiful 2-page thing here with this battle going on, and then these panels underneath. I love it when an artist can do that brilliantly. Man, look at that stuff. Oh, man. That panel right there, man. Dark Souls, eat your heart out, dude. Brilliant stuff. Great characters. Very, I don't know, man. Are we in like hell, or are there like more evil characters than the evil characters that already exist in our story? I don't know, man. Brilliant panel there with this giant monster grabbing that horse. Genius. Wow. Just brilliant. Very King Kong like. I love this panel here where he's raising his sword. There's quite a great action in here. A lot of great gesture. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. I guess pirates. I guess we have all different kinds of vampire-like people. Again, very claustrophobic and tight. A lot of panels on a page. I love what's going on out here, by the way, on the outside of the pages, where you have like this. It feels like a map, or like a piece of paper that's like old and yet yellowing. Just really interesting stuff going on here. Beautiful, beautiful action shot here. She's kicking him in the face, and it just, wow. This is the kind of stuff, when you're an artist, man, you want to draw this kind of stuff. This scene right here, man. Beautiful establishing shot of like this tomb here in this room, and this one. It's just simple 1-point perspective, but he's doing so much with something that's so simple, and I absolutely adore it. I really, really do. And, man, genius. Brilliant stuff. I just love these characters. And this guy's looks, I don't know, man. Looks pretty evil if you ask me. And this guy looks evil too. Everybody in this book looks evil, dude. Everyone. And then, of course, we have some scenes of our dude getting it on, I guess. And then again, we come back to this character. I don't know. Are we in a time loop here? I don't know. But have more sex going on in here. So, you know, very much like Faust, but a little less X-rated. I love what he does with his anatomy. It's very unique. I love it when an artist has such a unique style, and you can instantly tell their work right away. And man, that we're not seeing we're not seeing a guy who's drawn for Marvel here, who's hey, you need to draw like Neil Adams or draw like John Byrne. No, man, he's doing his own thing, and it really stands out. Brilliant piece there. So awesome, just beautiful. And then you get these, man, there's something about vampire comic books. I always feel like vampire comic books are super rad. There's not very many of them, but when you get them, they're just always super rad for sure. And yeah, I will say this book does have glossy paper, which I hate, and I've been very open about my hatred of glossy paper. I wish we would do some more matte. It's not, to me, it doesn't feel like it's it's more luxury or whatever the term is. I hate it. I hate the way it feels. I hate the way it looks. I hate how you always catch the light. If, God forbid, you have a window open when you're reading. Absolutely not, especially here in the summertime. We're opening our windows a little bit until it gets too hot, and then you got to turn on the AC. But you got your window open, and you got the fucking sun coming through, and it's just horrible. And I hate glossy paper. But anyways, got this amazing character here. I don't know if he's the big bad of the story. I don't know. But he's pretty rad, and this character looks like his sidekick. Man, brilliant. I'm going to skip a few pages, as I think this book is still available, and it can be picked up. I had to go to Barnes & Noble to pick it up. I could not get it on Amazon. It might be available on Amazon. I don't know. But if you like what you see, you should definitely pick this up. It's brilliant. I am not sponsored by this company. I don't even know who the company is. I don't want to look that far, but it's a company. And I'll leave a link below where you can pick it up. Hopefully it's still available at the time of this recording. To my knowledge, it is. So if you see a link, that means you can absolutely pick it up. Man. Just really great. And then we get into this very, very Giger-like style here. Doing some great work here. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. I'm going to turn this light here so it's not in the way, so you can kind of see it all. Brilliant work. Great artist. Big fan of what he's doing with color and drawing and art. Just doing some really, really creative stuff. And I am a big fan. Let's see if there's any extras in the back. Hopefully I'm not skipping any great pages. And it does not seem like there are any extras, because I think it's just an omnibus. But, yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Requiem, Vampire Night by Pat Mills and Oliver LeDroit. If I'm saying your name wrong, Oliver, I do apologize. If you like vampires, if you like 2000 AD, if you like Pat Mills, if you even like somebody like Simon Bisley, because there's some Simon Bisley elements, if you like Giger, if you like Mobius, if you like anything freaking cool that blows your mind, absolutely should pick up this book. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.